On November 21st, 1990, Nintendo released Super Mario Bros. 4 Super Mario World on the Super Famicom to a waiting public. The game took the principles of its predecessor, Super Mario Bros. 3, and expanded on it immensely, adding new power-ups, new characters, and new challenges. And for these reasons, it's my personal favorite. Now, as I mentioned, Mario World was released on the Japanese Super Nintendo, the Super Famicom. So you might be curious as to why the title of the video states it was on the NES. You see, Mario World was released on the NES, but not officially. Allow me to explain. In the years after Nintendo's Famicom, the Japanese NES, was released, many companies pirated games previously unavailable for the system onto it, since the Famicom was still very, very popular. This, as you have undoubtedly guessed by now, is what happened in Mario World, and this is the version of the game I will be reviewing today. Upon starting up the game, you will get an amazing 8-bit version of the Super Mario World theme. Sadly, you'll end up hearing this tune nearly every other level. Another thing you'll find on the title screen is that there is actually a 2-player option, which I actually found very surprising since every pirate I'd played before this had never tried this hard to resemble the original. Well, enough with the title screen, let's get into the actual gameplay. The game is broken up into 4 worlds, each usually containing 3 levels, which I'm sure goes without saying, but I'll say it anyways, is fewer levels than the Super Nintendo counterpart. But come on, what do you expect? This is the NES we're talking about. It doesn't even compare to the hardware that the Super Nintendo had. The first thing you'll notice when you select a level is how Mario controls. It's a bit laggy when you jump. This is especially evident in the 3rd stage when you have to do a lot of precision platforming. I know that I died more than one cheap death because of this. Also, it seems that the way he runs definitely feels more like Sonic the Hedgehog than it does Mario. However, with a little practice, you'll quickly get used to this. Each level is masterly recreated in 8-bit, and throughout I had vivid memories of the Super Nintendo version. The levels are that well done. But perhaps that's the game's biggest fault. It can never compare to the superior Super Nintendo version, and really has no reason to be acknowledged other than for being an oddity. The game has 4 bosses, each in its respective castle. 2 of the bosses are Resnors, which were the bosses of the fortresses in the original, and 2 are Bowser's children, Morton and Lemmy. While we're on the topic of bosses, I think I should talk about the final boss and the ending. Upon beating the final boss, which is exactly the same as the first boss by the way, you are treated to the worst ending in video game history. But it's a pirate, so I don't know what I was expecting. All in all, it's not that bad. If you're a fan of the Super Nintendo version, check it out. However, if you're new to Mario World, start off with the Super Nintendo version. It's far superior. Well, that's it for me. This has been Radical Retro Reviews, and I'll see you next time.